I'm Busta.
I'm Jack.
And welcome back to another video. Today we are getting custom fit for brand new drivers here at True Spec at the park at West Palm Beach. This studio is amazing. They're gonna dial us in.
Yep.
We're gonna go shaft, head, everything. Get the perfect setup for us so we can start beating all your other favorite YouTube golfers. And I'm excited. Boys, introduce yourselves. Thanks for being here.
My name is Matt. I work for True Spec. I'm Mike. I work for True Spec as well.
Well, let's get dialed in. Let's do it.
Go.
I'd say that my biggest miss is probably just like a big push that will just kind of push and slice, because I don't get much spin on it at all.
Okay.
And I don't know, like it's like sub 2,000 sometimes.
All right.
He rolls it like 60 yards.
It's
Sweet. Normally high ball hitter or low ball hitter?
low ball.
If you miss it on the face, is it going to be heel or toe?
Probably heel.
Heel.
Heel, top of the face.
Top of the face.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you hit a couple?
We're going at this tower, you said?
Yep.
The acoustics in here are sick.
It is kind of cool.
Pretty good. All right.
There was a good
Fitting
one.
over. Driver's perfect.
280.
I mean, I hit it really nice.
What happens if we can't beat it? Like, how do we swing that in a video?
I think we can beat the ball speed.
Yeah. You ever see left miss, or very, very rarely?
It does happen whenever I get a little, I guess, fatigue on it. I just chunk my hands and roll it over and they quick left, but not usually, no. Unless it's just a straight pull.
They're gonna figure out very quickly it doesn't miss a fairway, like ever.
Like that's my biggest miss probably.
Low.
That was like low left. Just kind of a weak cutter out there.
Hey, I tell you what, it ain't that weak.
Fastest ball speed on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm warming up a little bit, I guess.
Holy.
Mike will talk you through some numbers, but I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean,
in a really good
there?
spot.
294 in the air.
good ones
Really?
carrying
I ain't never seen
295,
that.
spinning at 2,300, launching at 11, club head speed of 116, overall total of about 312. Peak height's around 100 feet, exactly what you kind of look for. May be able to make some ball speed improvements here.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, let's try it out. All right, guys, we are gonna give you 25% off if you wanna come get fit. 90% of you are not fit, so come get fit at True Spec at any of the locations. This one's brand new at the park in West Palm Beach. Come check it out.
That's a glorious bin right there. Look at that thing.
Holy moly,
Yeah.
look at all these things. You got everything you want.
So we're gonna start you in something similar in terms of weight. Just to, I mean, if you start changing the feel and kind of the profile of everything that you're transitioning into, and it's a big jump, it's gonna be like, what's kind of going on?
Yeah.
So normally always try and stick with a similar weight, and then we'll kind of run through some heads. I mean, normally if we have you in a similar profile shaft, which this is different than what you're using, what we're hoping for is a ball speed increase, and you're gonna see the most of that jump from the head itself, and then we can kind of start to fine-tune trajectories and curvature based off of different shaft profiles, but we're gonna start there. It's a Titleist GT2, 10 degree, so let's give it a whack.
Tour AD
VF.
BF6. I was excited to hit this one.
How good does that look?
It looks really good.
Ooh. Okay, maybe not.
I don't know, it's kind of soaring.
Ball speed.
It definitely does feel heavier, but it's not, right?
So
You said it's lighter?
The head is.
kind of a good tell to explain why, even though you feel it's a little bit softer, going to a lighter head, we didn't see really any change in your droop through the hitting zone. So the golf club is staying super flush to the ground, which is ultimately, you know, if you make a good pass at it, the strike point's going to be closer to the center.
Okay.
So if we were to see like a softer shaft, you'd have seen a lot more variance in the toe going down, or vice versa. If it was too stiff, the toe would be up in your bottom right-hand diagram down there. And if you were to add a heavier head, it would soften the shaft, right? So that head being lighter, you're staying pretty consistent. All right, GT3, same loft, slightly heavier head.
What's the difference in the 2 and 3?
The 2 is a little bit more elongated. It's kind of been, the theory is slightly more forgiving, but, and then being that the 3 is kind of on paper a little bit harder, lower profile head to hit. It's designed to spin a little bit more.
Okay.
But there's actually been more guys on tour, well, don't quote me completely on that, but there's been a lot of guys that have played like TSR3 in the past that have actually switched to GT2.
Huh, interesting.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. Look at that, 2000 spin.
That was good.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that's got to be his biggest one, huh?
That one launched a little bit.
292 carry.
Solid there.
Jeez, Mad Jack.
I'm getting up there.
What's the difference in feel between that head versus the last one? I love the feedback.
I don't think really anything.
What's the visual on it?
I really like the visual of it.
More than the 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was nice.
that one was hammered.
Really good.
That one
Right.
was probably my best swing of the day.
Bring that back for me.
And I would hit balls all the time if I could hit out of this sucker.
Dude, especially middle of summer, crank that
So-
sucker on.
This place is sick. All right, Ventus.
TR
Blue.
Blue.
TR
Okay.
Blue. Stayed in the same weight so far with everything.
Oh, brother.
That one was a little more piercing.
Best ball speed of the day?
No,
No?
but it was roofed just a little bit.
Really?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
He wasn't lying when he said he's like high on the heel, huh?
He knows where he hits
Is
it.
that what I've been doing?
It's just that you're like,
Like
living.
millimeters. Like
Yeah, you're-
that was close to being
Center.
very, very good. Yeah.
That one feels good.
Dude, you'll take that all day.
290.
290 in the air, 317 total.
Gosh,
Completely different shape now.
See, he said when he gets a little fatigued, he starts hitting those left
I
ones.
do. It's true.
Fatigued.
He's only got 9 drivers in him.
21 shots. It's done. It's finished.
That is
done.
more drivers than you would
Hey,
hit throughout the day.
There you go.
So we're going to the Elite Triple Diamond. So we're actually going up a half a degree in loft from where we just were on the Titleist.
Okay.
And we've got the weights in that head set with the heavy one back. So gonna take a little mass away from front of the face, becomes a little bit more forgiving. Also is gonna allow it to launch a little bit higher.
Definitely launched, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty high.
It's kind of a high toe knuckleball. Very low ball speed.
Yeah, but it still kind of went far, huh?
It did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bring that on back.
Slow.
Centered, but ball speed's down a good 2 or 3 miles an
Slow.
hour.
That's the only quote he said.
Slow.
He goes, slow.
Get that out of my hand.
It was, the ball speed did move a bunch.
Yeah, it went
So
down a
right
lot.
now, what's the, in y'all's opinion, what's the front runner for him?
At the moment would be the GT3
Wow.
with the Tour AD
I'd have to agree.
VF6X.
That one felt the best.
So the red Tour AD in the GT3,
At the moment,
like,
yes.
what, 10 degrees?
10 degrees, yeah.
Yeah.
So first option we gave you.
Y'all are good. You can admit that. It's okay.
Yeah.
We do.
Talk about it.
We did.
They're that good, so you should come check it out.
It could take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just pick one and done.
And we allot for 2.5 hours.
Dude, this
Get out
thing-
of here in 20 minutes.
This driver looks like a frying pan.
That does look huge.
It's massive.
Holy.
Nice.
This thing is massive.
That's what old Golden Boy plays.
All right, so
It's huge.
just look at the screen down below. That was right out of the middle. Obviously, directionally wise, it went way right.
Yeah.
But your ball speed was down, it spun at 4,000.
But it's in the middle. What the heck?
That's how much the head changes. Outcome of everything. Good swing.
That was nice.
That was
Oh,
better.
that's nice. 148 smash.
All right,
You're never going to hit it better than that.
bring it back.
And that's what you get.
So right out of the middle, again,
Get
spin
that.
dropped
This has been a pretty good driver this year, right?
Very good.
Ping.
Yeah.
Ping is always a really good product.
Across
the board.
Yeah, since like, I mean, they were good previous, but like G400 was like the start of a run of product that they've released that's just been really, really good.
Ping G440.
I would say probably the most stable driver in the drawer.
I mean, that was hammered.
Yeah.
It felt middle.
Looked floaty.
It felt middle.
Wasn't bad, but ball speed again, down, spin rate up. Bring it on back for me.
How many years in a row are you fighting the same battle?
What? Trying to beat the other one?
Because he's just so stock, like, and he's square at the top. He doesn't curve it a lot. They're like, yeah, what you got's pretty good.
I think the Titleist for sure felt the best so far. I think they got another one dialed in. Cobra.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a go.
All
It's
right.
been good.
Junk.
I would expect that you're gonna fight this a little bit just from the visual setup of it.
Yeah.
Because it sits much flatter than everything that we've really hit so far.
Okay.
And the flatness is gonna promote more right. Yeah, bring that back for him.
I can definitely feel that.
All right, so we ran through the heads. The GT3 has definitely been leader in the clubhouse so far for us.
Okay.
So we're gonna go back to that. We're actually gonna go back to the VF first shaft that we hit, because that shaft and then the Ventus TR Blue has been the front runners.
Hopefully it's not an anomaly. What's the difference in the red one and this one that I have? The DI and the...
So the VF is essentially, it's a Tiger shaft, and he hates seeing left. So it's quite stout in the bottom portion of it.
Okay.
So anti-left.
Okay.
Yours is the DI6. It's more of a middle to lower section stiffness.
Okay. So back into the first setup. Exactly, right? Exact first. Oh boy.
There you go.
That was blistered.
There you go.
69, fastest
Mad
of the
Jack.
day.
Turn that one
298
over.
carry.
Get one over 3, come on, come on. Give me
Yeah,
one.
now swing it one.
Yeah, give me one over 3.
3 carry?
Yep. You're right there, you're 2 yards off, you got it.
What was his ball speed on that one?
From 69.
69, perfect.
You swung one ball, your driver, 117.7, so I'd like to see one of those with this driver.
Dude, 17's fast.
What was that one?
15.
Oh, that's freaking...
Give me
You
2
get a
more.
little more. You get a little more in there, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
No.
16.
I promise you I'm not upset with 290 carry.
No, I just want to see the 3.
I hope not.
I want to see the 3. In all of our fitting videos, we've never seen the 3 on the carry.
That is true.
Come on, give it to us now.
Let me give you just a fairway finder.
Might go further. That's that one he hits all the time.
That's perfect.
That's the fairway.
That's the stock.
A little heel cut
Yeah, it spun at 2300 at the heel.
that'll roll forever. All right, now let me do one more. Swinging hard.
Has there been a debate in the YouTube golf world of who's got better tempo, you or Grant?
Not necessarily tempo, no, but he has good tempo.
He does. Yeah.
That was nice. I think Joey Coldcut's got the best tempo I've seen.
I don't know if I can get 3.
What ball do you play?
Z-Star XV Divide right there.
You get a junker in your bag?
I mean, we get them for free. I'll hit one. Is that the difference?
It will be.
Yeah, I didn't think about that because that's a range ball he carried 298. He could. How much distance do you think that truly adds? Like one of those?
I mean, I would expect on a good one, the ball speed will jump probably 2.5,
Really?
almost 3. Yeah.
Gosh. Just
It's
jump.
good though.
It's great.
Can't do
That
it.
tee's just a little bit high.
I think it is.
Yeah, just a hair.
I can get 3 if I play around with it some
Give him a
more.
little downwind off the left. He'll get the 3.
Like, when the more you familiarize with it, the better it gets.
So you think this is the one?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, again, yours was really solid. You know, the one thing that we kind of touched on really that critiqued, I guess, a little bit would be the ball speed. And we were able, our average came up a couple miles an hour over where yours was.
Okay.
And again, your strike point stayed a lot more consistent, kind of even with whatever swing you were putting on it. So I think the more you get familiar with it, like Mike said, it's just going to become better and better. I
love it.
100% recommend that.
Final build, Tour AD VF6 X Flex with the GT3 Titleist head, 10 degree.
What is the weight of that shaft? Like 68? Or
It's like 66, 67 raw, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a lot of fun. I think I am gonna love it.
All right, I got a TaylorMade QI 35 LS. Heavyweight in the toe, the light ones in the back, in the front, or in the heel. It's 9 degrees set to lower, so it's 7 degrees. Still hit it straight up in the air. It's really annoying. All right, let's do it.
Gamer.
Well, maybe. Where'd that one go?
284.5.
No bueno.
Is that normal height?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it down, please.
That's
The old
stock.
sling job.
That's the norm. That's the small draw.
15.5, swinging up 8 at it.
Oh yeah. Have fun, boys.
Good there.
It's just so high.
It's high.
I'd like to see that ball speed number in the 70s.
I mean, you certainly got the speed for it.
Yeah.
A lot of the, I don't want to say lack of ball speed, but the reason why your ball speed at 117 isn't up into the 170s is you're hitting up on it so much and your dynamic loft, so the static loft at impact of your golf club, that one was at 22. So you've got a 9 degree head.
7.
At 7.
Yeah.
Swinging up on it 9, so that's at 16, and you delivered it at 22 degrees aloft.
Oh boy.
So it needs a 1 degree
I'm trying to work. That's why I hit it off the deck so much, is because I cover it some more.
Yeah.
I'll try and cover one here. It's off the bottom.
Like, flight is fantastic, but just bottom heel.
Yeah. And if that's my miss, I'm fine.
100%. The biggest thing is, you know, a little bit of the dynamic loft is you.
Oh yeah. I'm
but
under it and behind it.
I think the goal is trying to put head and shaft combination where you can actually have the dynamic loft stay in the 17, 18 range, and you're going to see your ball speed go through the roof.
Really?
Think about it like hitting a hammer on a nail. If you hit the hammer flush onto the nail, it's going to go that much further down into the surface. If you're mishitting it, it's going to take a lot longer to hit the hammer or the nail into the
Start
head.
you with a GT3. It's an 8 degree head turned down to 7.
Oh.
Diamond WB 73 TX.
All right, give me a couple swings with this grip. It could get a little wild.
There's your 171.
It kind of
that sounded hot.
felt dumpy at the bottom.
That'll do that shaft.
Okay.
So just, I mean, again, tack angle up, always going to be.
Yeah.
Dynamic loft still at 22, but
Okay.
your ball speed was at 172.
I will say I'm swinging it better right now than I have in the past, because normally that path is more like 8 to 10.
Yeah, you're 7, 6.5 to 8.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
That's our fastest ball speed by 3 miles an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. That thing is launching.
Solid. How's that feel?
Feels really good.
And like
I
you
will
said,
say,
you
like
feel it at the bottom.
At
Just
the
slightly,
bottom, I
right?
feel it. But that's like a really anti-left stiff club, I feel like. And it's got a lot of weight in the toe. I don't know if that changes anything. Like,
I could make a golf club droop more if you have more weight in the toe, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
I just feel like a little more whip. I don't know if that's...
Well, is that good or bad?
To me, whip indicates left,
Okay.
which is scary.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen one left
No, I know.
yet.
So, like, I'm going to keep trying. Oh, brother.
Bad, huh?
312.
That's sick. Yeah, that's closer to like how I was back in the day.
340.
You like
total.
that high draw, right? Be able to
Yeah,
trust,
if-
being able to trust that.
Yeah.
Your standard deviation of spin on those 3 balls that you hit is 66 RPMs.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that one has been like all over the map.
it
It'll
can
send a
fluctuate.
knuckle,
Yeah.
and then it'll spin at like 3,500.
Yeah. I mean, your spin rates with your driver are good when you neck it,
Yes. Yeah.
but when it's out of the middle, it gets a little scary.
It's like falling out of the air.
Yeah.
But it launches so high that it just I've like the last few days I've played, my pitch has been like 6 feet from my ball.
Yeah.
And that's not fun. That's bottom.
That's a good one to see. Yeah,
Fine with that.
yeah. Only 2,700 spin on that.
Out of
on
the, and that was
strike.
out of the absolute
Low
neck.
heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good miss.
Yeah.
All right, bring that back, please.
All right, as Mad Jack said earlier, we're giving you 25% off of your fitting here. 90% of you aren't fit correctly, so come get fit. True Spec, 25% off, code BustaJack, link down below. Find a location near you, check it out, go get fit. Massive part of the game that nobody utilizes, so go get fit and use True Spec, 25% off, code BustaJack. It was nice to see that 70s, dude. I haven't seen 70s since I had that sim driver.
Little 312 carries, nice.
Yeah. A little bit bigger head, huh?
It's a little bit more elongated in the back, not quite as pear-shaped.
Yeah.
Solid. Try one more.
That's good.
Bring that back. Again, similar scenario with Cole, like that GT2 head is a little bit on the lighter side.
Yeah.
So you're probably losing it a hair in transition, which is causing more fluctuation and less centered strikes versus what the GT3 did that we started with.
Elite, we got some weight forward.
7, 8, what is
8.
it? It's just shut face.
Just interesting that your dynamic loft dropped down the most on that first one. Granted, the face was closed a little bit,
Shut and I kind of covered it.
but you were still up 7.
Oh, it's gonna be up. You won't have to worry about me hitting down on it.
That thing's floating.
It does look floaty, huh?
All right, bring that back, please.
More curvature, higher, ball speed's down.
That sounds like a bad
Yeah.
combo.
Jump.
Not what we're looking for.
Not very elite.
I was kind of shocked to see that GT3 fly that far.
Yeah.
It's fast, huh?
Well, you know, again, it's in a similar thing to what we saw with Cole, like looking at your strike points. Like that's where we started. This was the GT2. It got tighter, wasn't closer to the center by any means. The Elite, again, still a little low. And then we saw the GT3 be a hair bottom, but all in the same spot.
I mean, the bottom has always gone straighter for me. I mean,
And
if I'm
realistic,
gonna miss it somewhere, I want it on the bottom.
yeah, and realistically, I mean, again, your spin really did not increase. We've
Yeah.
had our best standard deviation on spin averages with that.
Oh boy, my arch nemesis, the Cobra.
Got PTSD.
I'm here, brand agnostic. I'm gonna hit whatever they put in my hand.
Good swing.
It was a little slower on the swing speed though.
Not by much.
No.
Oh. Bring it back, please.
Okay.
Back to the GT3.
Same setup as that first one,
Ventus
or?
Black 7X.
Yeah, Ventus
nice.
Black now.
Dude, that thing's sick.
Nice.
That thing's sick.
There's
That's
that ball
crazy.
speed.
I think we found the head.
It feels like a harder hit.
Pretty dang good.
Oh. That's a miss, boys. That's the
Yeah.
quick left one.
Still, ball speed still stayed up. I mean, obviously that's the last shot shape that we want to see.
Yeah, but it was like flippy. Neck. How'd that look?
I see the paint outside of the center of the face there. That's
Yeah.
where that one was hit.
I mean, what's crazy though is it still felt pretty good.
It didn't spin all that much.
Only
Really?
spun at 2200.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah,
the ball
that-
speed out of the neck?
Yep. 63.
Wow.
2200 spin. 289.
All right. Shogun. 72.
Oh, dude, this is the
05.
one I saw the other
Just
day.
start whipping up some hibachi.
Oh, that was nice.
That
I know I'm aiming a little right too. I didn't really.
314.
That one sounded good.
I was aimed right of the
Give me
tower.
that pole.
That was nice. Is that the biggest carry of the day?
Yeah.
Might have been.
Thing is not curving at all.
That thing is hammered.
Bring it back and box it up.
It's even
What's
slow.
that feel like?
Feels very good. Doesn't feel. I don't feel any like whip or-
Urge to go that way.
Yeah.
Super, super
I
stable.
mean, what
No,
was
that's
the
it. Yeah,
curve?
it's really stable.
What was the curve on those two? Tell you that?
Almost nothing.
4.7 spin axis left on that one. The one before was 1.5 spin axis right, actually.
I love that.
That's sick right there.
All right,
That was like pretty smooth. Pretty just.
good. Felt good, right?
Yeah, that shaft is. I liked how like didn't feel like a lot of wiggle in it. Is there a way to go? That goes flat, right?
On a tip adapter, it would, like an actual OEM.
So like when
Titleist adapter.
if I turn, because it's being turned down, correct?
Yeah, so it's an 8-degree head, so it would technically be played at 7.25,
And it'd be a little flatter.
turned down.
Put
You
it
can
on
flatten. You can flatten it
C1
too if
set.
you want. Yeah.
So C1.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the key right there. If it can sit as flat as possible, I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be tough to choose between this and the Shogun, huh?
That's where numbers come into play and do it for us.
Sounds good.
Man,
Out of the neck. Oh.
Ball game.
Winner, winner.
That's it?
Yeah. It's just edging out the Shogun in a couple of very important factors: face to path and dynamic loft standard deviation, which is kind of making it take the cake. I would recommend that. Just tip trim to 1/2 inch though. Stable it up a little bit more on that bottom.
Okay, so it'll be trimmed to 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 70 ball speed I haven't seen in a few years.
Yeah. And like we said, like your Strixon or whatever you play,
Should I hit one?
yeah, hit one.
you could see 72, 73 on the golf course with that.
Okay.
It's pretty impressive though to look at. We've tried 2 different shafts in that head, in that setting, and the standard deviation of your spin rate is with the Shogun it was plus or minus 63 RPMs. With the whiteboard it's plus or minus 79, and that's even keeping in the one that you kind of necked and bottomed that probably skewed it a crack, but to be under 100 plus or minus,
That's pretty good. That's like
Wild.
really consistent.
wild good.
Try to cut one.
Wow.
Awesome.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Your path, 0.2 left.
I know.
Yeah.
Just need to like start swinging like I'm gonna cut it all the time, huh?
You definitely should do it a lot to neutralize yourself.
I mean, this is it, huh?
Yeah.
100%.
Because like even that's like that's like a spinny cut.
Only spun
Under
at 29.
3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went
And-
300 yards.
It's a fairway finder.
Yeah, exactly.
And your ball speed was at 171.
That's nuts.
Really cool.
Well, you weren't lying about some hard pan.
Yeah.
Told ya.
That's nuts.
That
We'll
was
keep
nice.
it. Can we put that on the quad?
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was. Look how high that thing goes.
119.
So it's my fastest swing speed.
It was. 167.5 ball speed, 276, 2,800 spin. 85 feet in the air.
That's it, baby. This thing's sick.
That's a fitting, fellas.
We're locked into
Dang,
time.
Team Titleist.
Yeah.
And if you want to come get fit
Oh.
at True Spec with the fellas all over the U.S., we're going to give you 25% off your fitting with code BustaJack. Links down below. Come get fit. It will actually change your game. This place is awesome.
Come here
Great
too.
experience.
You get to hit it outside. That's a
Yeah.
huge thing for me.
It's awesome.
Fitting outside is awesome.
Yeah.
So.
But thanks to the fellas for getting us fit,
Yep.
dialing us in. Team Titleist.
Who's
Let's do
Michael
it.
Morris? Who?
All right, that's a wrap.